Pat!
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
Good. Pat Thomas from Stay the Course podcast.
That's right, man. I'm glad to be back. You know, last time was a weird thing that happened.
Last time we were really drunk and it got crazy.
It was all Slambo's fault, and he's not with us anymore.
I know.
So, you know.
He left. He left the show.
First of all, I had to follow Ryder Doll, and I think Rob had phone sex with her. So,
Yes, that was the same show. That show was
That
crazy.
was Ryder's first show, right?
No, second.
Oh, that was her second. Okay.
Second show.
and there was like an extended break after that. I think Rob had to go, spend some time by himself in the bathroom. And then, I get back, and then it's just me and Slambo going after it. So.
Yeah, I was spent after that, Matt.
That's right. You had pirate phone sex with Slambo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exciting.
I did. I felt bad though. I love your show, Pat. It's great. It's like positive and funny at the same time.
Pat, what is going on with your phone, Pat? Are you on a boat right now? What are we doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are talking about my podcast?
Well, I love your show, but there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise from your phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You guys hear me better now?
Yes.
Yeah, both
a lot
better.
better. A lot better, Pat.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were in the eye of a storm.
Yeah, my podcast's called Stay the Course. I try to make it like an inspirational podcast or send out a positive message, but all the guests I have on are just like my fellow comedians down here. We're mostly just like open micer levels, and there's not really anybody that says anything too inspirational. You know what I mean, we're all kind of fucking like getting our shit together.
I've always felt that it's both. It's inspirational and funny. That's what I like about your show. You're a real down to earth guy, and yeah, you have some great conversations with people.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I like to just kind of sometimes get weird with people. I don't know if you could tell that or not, but I mean, yeah, the last podcast I did, I told the story of me shitting my pants in bed with my girlfriend. So.
Oh no! How'd that go over?
You guys know me. I like to keep things fucking weird. I like to keep people on their toes.
Yes. I was gonna ask too, Pat, because I know you have a lot of stand-ups on the show as guests. I didn't know if you did stand-up.
Yeah, I do stand-up, but I mean, with working on the boat, working on a tugboat, I only have a little bit amount of time to do it. So I basically just like open mic, local shows. I don't get like a lot of feature or headliner type of work, but I just do my best. Try to be funny, try to be creative, things like that. So.
That's cool, though. That's cool. At least you're doing that. I was going to ask, too, you're originally from Chicago, but you're in Texas, right?
Yeah, originally, that's where I grew up. I lived in Chicago, up until I was about 23. And so I've been living down here in Houston for like the last 15 years. So.
How did you end up there?
Well, I ended up out of college. I just got a job down here. I used to do like beer sales. I did like sales and marketing, things like that, setting up for special events. And then I just got so fucking sick of it after a while. That's just not me, like returning emails and shit like that. So I got a degree in marketing. But I drive a fucking tugboat. So
what was the problem with working in beer sales?
Just too much drinking, honestly.
You had to drink on the job?
We would have to drink on the job, but I mean, it's right fucking there, so you might as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I used to work in radio, and a lot of nights we went on gigs with beer companies, and it became a job. Once I got fired, it was nice to take a break and not drink for about a decade. Yeah. It just really.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what it came to be. You had to drink. You had to have that beer in your hand, and you can't just have one. You're pounding with your buddies.
So it wasn't fun anymore. It was just I only drink because that's what work requires me to do.
Pretty much. It gets that way.
We got really good at drinking without really being seen drinking. So we would be out at a special event, like a county fair or something, and we would do this thing where we would have to set up the beer taps so that they could pour, keg beer for people. We'd have to, of course, take a couple of samples, just to make sure it was flowing right. And then when nobody was looking, we would just, slam it to the head. So I got pretty good at slamming a full 16-ounce beer with nobody looking.
What company did you work for?
Sales you develop over there. I work for a distributor. We distributed Budweiser.
Okay.
They do all kinds of shit now.
Nice. Have you ever, like, was the money better than what you do now? Like,
What? What's that? What's that?
can you hear me, Pat?
Yeah, I can hear you said something about what I do now.
Was the money better doing that or doing what you do now?
Oh no, the money's better now. Yeah, I'm in like a union. You know, I basically do like it's like driving a big machine. It's a skilled labor job, driving a tugboat. So,
Yeah, I don't
either
know.
way, I couldn't stand fucking going to sales meetings and calling on customers. Stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know.
I don't think that would be
Like,
my cup of tea.
I used to go to bars in the morning when I would sell beer. You'd have to go into a bar like 10 in the morning, and fucking people are sitting there drinking. You know, the same people every week, and it's like, hey, I'd like to talk to you about, you know, trying some new products. And here's some sales numbers and some percentages and stuff. And this guy next to me is like, hey man, when am I gonna get a T-shirt? When am I gonna get one of them neon lights? You know, I've been drinking Budweiser my whole life. I drink a case a day. You need to bring me a hat or something. I mean, you can only put up with that for so fucking long if you want to strike.
Yes. Oh my God.
Pat, you do sound a little muffled right now. I don't know if there's anything you could do to fix that.
I'm doing my best to let this come in. I'm on the boat right now.
That's what I thought. That's what I asked earlier. I was like, "What are you on a boat right now?" And I guess you are.
Yeah. I'm on the bow of a fucking tugboat as we speak, but I'll try to cover it a little bit, speak as clear as I can.
Nice.
Very cool. Thank you.
Nice. Well, how long have you been doing your podcast for?
Coming up on 2 years. I'm about to put on my 90th episode, so pretty soon here I'll be hitting 100 episodes. So.
Oh, wow.
Do you have anything planned for the 100th?
I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I'll have some guests on. I'll probably just do something by myself, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe recap some old stories and things I've talked about in the past, and I'm not real sure yet. We'll see what happens.
We can just have Slambo call you so you can have pirate phone sex with him.
That's what it should be.
That might be a good idea. Yeah. I need to get Slambo on the line.
I do like that idea. I was gonna say too. I heard you say on your Instagram you just put pictures of dog shit. You could do that for the whole show.
Oh yeah. Just talk about dog shit. Yeah, that's like a thing that happens to me all the time in my apartment complex. Dogs just shit like right in front of our door.
Wow.
And nobody cleans it up.
And the worst part is that they have like one of those stations, where you can get a plastic bag and throw it away. It's right there in the courtyard, and people will just leave dog shit like all over the place. I'm waiting for one day where I can actually catch somebody. I want to catch somebody in the act.
I did it years ago. I went off. I lost my mind, and the lady was scared shitless of me. I forget what she said. She said some crazy shit. She was scared. I think she told me I was going to be going to hell.
There's nothing like walking down to the laundromat to do some laundry and just stepping in a hot one.
That's what I was going to say. She would let her dog shit like right on a curb every day. And I finally caught her and I went off. I lost my mind. And she's like, "You're going to go to hell." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be waiting for you, you fucking cunt."
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's it. That's all you can do in that. That's all you can do in that fucking point. What else?
Yeah.
I was going to ask too, Pat, what's been your favorite guest on your show that you've had? I listened to the gay guy. He was crazy, bro.
Oh, Drew Holloway? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, he's pretty nuts. He's probably one of the crazier ones I've had in a while. Honestly, like I've had a lot of comedians on, but when I have like my close friends on, like people who don't even do comedy, those are sometimes like the best ones, just because we know each other the best.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask. Do you always do it do you always do it live, or do you ever do it via like Skype?
No, I've never done the Skype. I've never really hooked it up. I mean, something I've been thinking about doing, but I like having somebody across the table from me. I throw pizza in the oven and we pour some drinks. We have some fun like that.
Yeah.
So, I think one of my better ones though is I have this guy on named Josh Stokes, and he's a comic. And when he comes over, that's all we do is we just talk about food. Like last year we did a Thanksgiving special. And the whole time we just talked about cooking food and, playing music and shit like that. So we're going to be doing another one of those here coming up for the holidays.
That's cool.
Talking about, backyard barbecues and things like that. And
Yeah. What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food? Oh, man, I like some good ribs. I'm always down for that. I like pizza, but I don't get much good pizza down here in Texas. I like the
Really?
Chicago restaurants. It's just people don't know they don't know what good pizza is here. You know, like down here they put way too many toppings on their pizza. There's like no sauce. And then they put like 12 different toppings, and you pick up the slice, and the whole thing falls apart.
Oh, no.
It's just flopping.
Well, you guys know. You guys are out there like on the East Coast. You guys get good, thin slice out there. But
yeah,
down here, people they just don't know any better. You know,
what is it down there?
It's just tacos and barbecue. That's it.
Okay, I didn't know. Like as far as pizza goes, is it mainly just the chains, or are there any small places that are okay?
Yeah, there's small places. Well, there's like all like the artisan pizzas, like these pizzas where they just roll out a piece of dough and they put like some spinach on it and they call it a pizza.
Right.
It's like that's not a fucking pizza. I need pepperoni and sausage and tomato sauce. People don't put sauce on their pizza down here. You know?
What do they do?
They just put olives and too many toppings and cheese on top of that.
There's no sauce.
You pick up the slice and all the toppings just fall off. Yeah.
Did you say they put the cheese on top of the toppings?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no tomato sauce. That's like a Houston, Texas pizza right there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
no
never
sauce,
going to Texas, bro.
Too many toppings and cheese on top of that. It's the worst shit ever.
That sounds horrid.
It's not even like pizza cheese. It's just grated cheese that they put on top of the toppings.
I don't know.
American
I don't know what
cheese.
the fuck it is. I don't know.
A slice of
Kraft singles.
A slice of Kraft singles on top of the toppings.
Bro, that's crazy.
The thing I miss the most about Chicago is like the Euro sandwiches. The Euro pita bread sandwiches.
Yes.
Oh, I fucking love those things with the tzatziki sauce on it and a tomato.
Yes.
We can't get that. We don't get that shit either down here.
Wow. Wow. Is there anything better down there?
You could go to like little taquerias, but like there's a lot of Mexican food down here. There's a lot of Hispanic population, so
yeah.
It's a barbecue food too, right? So probably a lot of cool like barbecue places, right?
Yeah, it's barbecue, but it's like brisket, and they do like the spare ribs, so you don't get like those nice, baby back ribs. It's like just greasy sausage and fucking brisket. I like my shit. I like my brisket corned beef. You know what I mean? I'm from up north. I like corned beef and cabbage.
Yes. So good. So good.
Now we're talking.
Yes.
But I'm trying not to eat as much weight. I've been gaining a lot of weight lately. So I'm just trying not to eat as much. Like it's really hard being a big person like myself. Like I don't know if you guys realize this about big people, but for me, like my furniture has an expiration date. I will fuck up. I will fuck up some furniture.
How big are you, Pat?
Right now I'm weighing in about 290.
Wow.
So
that's about
6'4", 290. I'm a big motherfucker.
Oh, okay. You're tall too.
Yeah. So I go shopping. I'll go shopping for a sofa. I'll be like, yeah, that'll last me about 9 months. That'll stick around.
That's crazy. That's just something I never thought of. Like the chair I'm sitting on right now is probably like 4 or 5 years old. Where like this chair, you'd probably get 6 months out of it. Like, and that's
I would
crazy.
fuck that chair up. Yeah.
The chair in the corner is covered with grease.
I have a dining room chair right now that is on hospice. It's just hanging out for dear life. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Like it sits in the corner. We all love it. We know it's not going to be around forever. We just leave it alone. But one day I'll come home drunk, and that'll be the end of the chair. So.
We have a chair in the corner of the room here. And last time Slambo was on, we were like, I think I asked Slim where that chair came from, and he was like, ask Slambo. And Slambo, like, I picked it out of the garbage, but it didn't have the stains that it has on it now.
Yeah.
But Slim's new roommate somehow put all these stains on this chair. We don't know. What do we do with this chair, Pat?
I'm telling you, it's your hospice chair. You just leave it there. You just love it. You enjoy the good memories you have with it, and you don't let the kids play on it anymore.
We didn't have memories. It was in the room, and all of a sudden, like, his roommate evicted it. It's just in the living room. Should we take it out? Should we put it to rest?
I think you should leave it there in memory of Slambo.
Yeah.
Yes. When Slambo comes back.
If I ever make it out there to see you guys, maybe I can meet up with Slambo. He can sit on my lap, and we can do like a little A pirate
That would be
beard thing.
amazing.
You could pour beer on his beard. Did you watch that video, Pat, of that interview when he poured the beer in his beard?
No, I didn't. That wasn't the same episode I was on?
Yes!
No, that was during your interview.
During your interview. He said something about washing his beard. I'm like, show me how you wash your beard. And he just started pouring beer into his beard, bro.
Oh, my God. I'll have to go back and watch that.
Yeah. Dude, it was bonkers. It was fucking crazy. Oh, man. So how many shows do you have, Pat? How many, do you put out? Do you put out, one a week?
A podcast, yeah, I put it out every Monday.
Okay.
I put it out on Monday, so yeah, it's a once a week. It's anywhere from 45 minutes, to an hour and a half.
Okay.
So
what do you
have
have
a lot
planned?
of fun. If anybody wants to check it out, it's a lot of times I just tell stories. You know what I mean? Just about everyday life. So.
Do you know beforehand if you're gonna have a guest? Do you do that? Do you know what you have planned for the next one yet, or is it something that just happens?
Yeah, well, I've already recorded one with this guy named David Pfeiffer. He's a comic. He talks about relationships and going to couples therapy and stuff like that. But I got another solo one coming up where I'm going to talk about. I took a trip to Galveston with my girlfriend, and we went to the beach. And we got all sunburned, and we went around town and went to some different bars and got into some shenanigans. So I got some stories planned for that one too.
Nice. I was gonna say too, I heard you say in an episode in the past that it was about, I think you had been in Texas, but you were living in Chicago, but you were renting the house out that you owned, and it got hit by a natural disaster, and the people that were renting it, it was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
That was 10 years ago. That was during Hurricane Ike. I bought a house, a beach house in Galveston, and then I went through, lady problems and ended up, feeling sorry for myself, and I felt like I had to move back to Chicago. And I was renting it out to this fucking idiot, and he didn't know what he was talking about. I called him. I said, "Is it affect the house?" He's like, "No, everything's perfectly fine." And then he calls me 3 days later. He's like, "Oh, actually, the roof is half torn off." It's like, well, what the hell? What happened? Everything was fine. And so I had to basically go down there and look at it all. He said he was going to help me put up drywall and shit like this, but the house was okay. I get there and the master bedroom, the ceiling is basically about to fall down onto the bed. So I take all that out. The closet is completely molded over. There's mushrooms growing out of the carpet. I rip all the shit up, and then this fucking dickhead comes back. He's like, I'm like, yeah, you can't live here anymore, bro. This place is ruined. I don't know what you're looking at.
He was good.
I was taking clothes out of the closet. I'm like, how long has this been like this? Because there was some air conditioning leaking in a drywall closet. All his clothes were covered in mold and shit.
Oh.
It's yeah. So that was a lot of fun. But those years are behind me. I call those my dark ages. That's when I was. Then I had a lot more problems than I do now.
That's good. At least you don't have those problems anymore. But he would have been fine. If you never came down there, he would have been fine just still renting your house.
I guess so. Yeah. He would have just been breathing in mushrooms. I mean, he couldn't have got any dumber.
Didn't you basically had to kick him out? No, he wasn't leaving. He was not leaving. I love too that I remember you said your premise was he was gonna help you. He was gonna help you fix things up, and you started to, and he just went out and came back a day later. A day later.
Well, yeah, that's what he did. He said, if you could, I said, if you help me, I'll give you a couple months free rent. And then I flew down there from Chicago to fix it. And as I'm tearing down drywall, he just disappears for a day and a half. He came back home. He walked into his bedroom and staring up into the attic. It's yeah, you can't live here anymore, bro. And it was never my intention to evict him, and I still don't know if what I did was legal.
I hope so.
I might have broken a law, but I don't give it. But then I ended up fixing it, and I was going to come back home and live with my girlfriend in Chicago. And she's like, well, don't bother coming back to living it up here because I don't want to date you anymore. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just live in my house.
What the
And then that guy ended up moving across the street from me. So, he had to look at me for the next 2 years.
Did he talk shit every time he saw you? I'd be living in that house if it wasn't for you, motherfucker.
Yeah, guy that kicked me out of his house, now he's living there.
Oh, my God. I did not know that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy was a dummy. Like the pipes underneath the house, because our house was on stilts. It's one of those, elevated homes.
Okay.
So you could park underneath my house. And he kept telling me that, like, man, I got this Jeep, and all this water keeps leaking out of these pipes onto my Jeep, and I keep having to go get my car washed because the water keeps leaking out my Jeep. I'm like, well, why don't you stop parking underneath the leak, you idiot?
He could have parked anywhere else under the house. He just kept parking under the leak.
Leaks on your car, so you got to go get it washed. And then what do you do when your car's clean? You go park right underneath the damn leak again.
You owe me for car washes, Pat.
Yeah. I'm running a car wash over here.
Would you ever rent a house again after that experience?
No, I would never fucking do that again, ever.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm actually in the market. I'm actually looking to buy myself a house right now. I haven't owned a house since then, but I'm looking to buy myself a house now. So
yeah,
that's what I'll be doing here in the next 6 months. Yeah. I've been living in a park, like with the dogs shitting in the courtyard.
That's right.
I've had enough of it. I've had enough. I'm 37 years old. This is getting ridiculous. Like I want to have a backyard and a driveway. I want to be able to go drink out of a hose and take a pee in my backyard.
Yeah, that's the American dream.
That's right. If anybody's going to shit in the grass, it's going to be me.
Yes. Front yard. Do it Jersey style.
Yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, I'll do that in the middle of the night when nobody's looking. Just to lay a steamer down.
You should do it on like neighbors' yards, just like little dumps.
Yeah, but my problem is my shit don't look like a dog. It looks like a horse can trot through.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah. There's all kinds of shit. Who knows what's in there?
You got it, Slim. I don't know what it was. If it's fuzz or
I say it is. It's from the headphones are coming apart.
Oh yeah, doesn't that suck when headphones start coming apart? I don't know. Sorry, Pat. I saw something on Slim. I didn't know if it was a bug, but when the headphone padding starts breaking apart after like a little bit, like isn't that the worst?
When the headphones break?
Like when the padding starts coming off on like headphones.
Oh, yeah.
I had a pair years ago. It was one of my other pairs to the show, and I'd come home and, like, inside my ear would be a little piece. Like,
every time after the show, I have shit in my ear. I gotta do headphones.
And it sucks, and it's not like they're just, like, cheap. Yeah, no, they're headphones. They're not cheap. Like, it sucks.
So I was thinking we should give Pat Slambo's number, and he should just cold call Slambo on his 100th show.
Yes!
And just be like, remember me? We had phone sex together.
Remember me, baby? Well, I'll send you that in a private message, Pat.
Yeah, send me his number. Maybe that'll be a good one if I can hook up my podcast to the thing. And maybe I'll call it and have him on my show.
You can call him on speaker on your cell phone. That'll work. Pat, thank you.
Yeah, I can always do that.
Thank you for talking to us, dude. You are awesome, and your show's awesome. Where can everybody find you?
Oh man, thanks for having me on. Thank you for listening too, you guys, and telling people about it. Yeah, they can find it on iTunes. It's called Stay the Course, Pat Thomas. Stay the Course podcast. You can also get it at bigpat.net, my website.
Awesome, dude. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Yeah, if people want to follow me on Instagram, you can do that at Big Pat Thomas.
At Big Pat Thomas. All right, dude. We will talk to you soon, Pat.
All right, Rob Slim. I love you guys. Take care, brothers.
Love you too, brother. Have a good one.